News tonight, where you are following multiple breaking stories, including a bombshell report from The Hill revealing that the FBI is opening a new investigation into the Clinton Foundation, and also breaking. The Daily Beast reporting the Department of Justice has taken a fresh look at Hillary Clinton's private email server scandal. And according to the report, DOJ officials now are interested in finding out how much classified information was in fact sent over Clinton's server, who put that information into an unclassified environment, and how. They're also reporting they want to know which investigators knew about these matters and when did they know it. And in light of today's report, former senior advisor to Clinton, Felipe Reines, wrote on Twitter, quote, "This is definitely a political persecution." Really? Here with reaction, Fox News contributors Tomi Lahren, Jessica Tarlow. Happy New Year to both of you.
Happy New Year.
Okay, now here it is. You have to admit, James Comey, months before even investigating the email server scandal, is writing the exoneration. Now, and he had a special category for Hillary. It wasn't done by the field officers of the FBI. Now that they're opening investigations into both of this, can you just admit you can't write an exoneration before the investigation?
No, I can't admit that. What I can admit what he did, according to several...
You can have the exoneration and then do the investigation later.
What several officials have said, that it was normal practice to begin drafting what you thought the outcome would be. I completely take your argument, but there are a number of people...
You completely take my argument and then dismiss it.
No, I'm just saying it's not what I think about it. It's not what a number of people who have defended James Comey's decision say about this either.
And then he's doing it with a guy that calls Trump... He's doing it with a guy that calls Trump loathsome.
Yeah,
and loves Hillary.
Guy, but no, that guy was a Kasich supporter in the first place. That's who he wanted.
Excuse me. He's on text with his little girlfriend saying, la, 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 la.
Yeah, but he was also on text with his girlfriend saying, la, 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 I like John Kasich.
All right, la, 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 la. Let's bring in Tomi Lahren. Tomi, your thoughts?
I'm just wondering, Jessica, when will we hear from Hillary in all of this? I mean, she seems to like to talk quite a bit, usually in an anti-Trump fashion, but we've got all this coming out about Hillary. I'd like to see her step up to the plate and own it.
Anything come out about Hillary. These are reopening investigations that have been settled. This is because Jeff Sessions is scared of Donald Trump, because he goes on Twitter and he says, lock her up again. He says, my DOJ is supposed to be doing this. This is pressure,
Jessica,
not because...
Do you think that it's important?
If Jeff Sessions was afraid, he would have resigned.
Do you think that it's important that we investigate this? Does she think this is what I want to know from Democrats? Do you think it's important that we investigate matters of national security? Do you think that that's an important step to be taken?
100%. That's why we did it already. I'm also curious, then, what do you think about Jared Kushner's use of private email? How do you feel about that and other White House officials?
Private email? Are we talking about a private server in someone's basement when a Secretary of State,
Stop for a second. We know in the Clinton case that secret, top secret, classified, special access program information, it was all there. And that foreign agents, it was in the Comey draft, had likely gotten it.
Had likely gotten it, not confirmed.
She put it in a mom and pop shop bathroom closet.
I have heard a lot about the bathroom. The bathroom seems inadvisable. The whole
inadvisable.
That was a little New Year's humor.
A New Year's humor.
You just don't get my jokes this year.
No, apparently not.
No. Anyway, everyone knows the server was a mistake. Hillary Clinton knows the server was a mistake. Bill Clinton knows the server was a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake. It was a felony. No. Mishandling of classified information, destroying classified information is a felony. And when you bleach bit it and you acid wash it and you bust up the hammers and you delete it, that's called obstruction.
So Jim Comey just did this because he wanted Hillary Clinton to win. And
Jim Comey wanted her to win. Exactly.
And then what about the letter that came out right before the election that we all agreed? I know Judge Pure was certainly saying
he had no choice. Tomi, at that point, there was no choice.
But to bring up something that was completely irrelevant to the investigation? And you know what the nice part about it
is, Jessica? Despite all of this, despite all the people that wanted to see Hillary win, I'm excited because the American people were too smart for it. So I put that a win in our column. Yes, we're still going to talk about it because it's a matter of national security. I want to see Hillary come out, and I want to see her fess up. I want to see the Democrats come out, and I want to see them fess up.
Every week you tell me you're done seeing her. She's spoken about this. It was a mistake. She has been exonerated. I would love to know what you think about Jared Kushner and White House officials using private email.
Don't fall into her diversion, Tomi.
What?
I have another question.
Fall right in. It's not even a diversion. It's completely legitimate.
All right,
Don't use private email.
That was very good. Here's what I want to know. America doesn't have enough uranium. Uranium is the foundational material for nuclear weapons. Now, why would Hillary, Eric Holder, why would Robert Mueller knew that Putin wanted to get a foothold in the uranium industry in America. Why? And he had his thugs in this country bribing, extorting, money laundering, racketeering, the whole bit, and kickbacks. Why would America, why would anybody ever sign off on giving a foreign entity control of uranium when we don't have enough uranium? On the surface, does that make any sense to you at all?
It doesn't, but what I understand from this...
slow down. It doesn't.
It doesn't if that's what happened, but we did transfer uranium out of the country.
Excuse
and
me,
Hillary Clinton did not sign off on it.
It went to Europe, and we believe it went to Asia.
We believe it went
We know it went to Canada.
So if it went to allies, because I believe Europe and Canada are allies, that's one thing. If you're saying it went into Putin's pocket, that's a different thing.
But we have a shortage, Tommy, of uranium. We need more of it, not less of it.
This is because we're resource scarce. Hillary Clinton didn't even sign off on that.
Actually, on uranium, we are. She did sign off on it. That's a lie.
The State Department did.
We know what Hillary did as Secretary of State, Jessica. We know it. There's so many smoking elements here, and the Democrats continue to play it off. Well, we don't know. We don't know. You guys know nothing about this whole apparent Russia collusion either, but you still bring it up every sentence. We know that Hillary deleted 33,000 emails. We know about Uranium One, but yet you're still going to go back and talk about Jared Kushner, which is a whole lot of nothing burger because you can't fess up.
Why do
Democrats
you get to decide that, but this isn't? We haven't had a thorough investigation in that. You probably want a second special counsel to look into the
deleted
Mueller
emails.
probe.
That sure doesn't sound innocent to me.
Well, I'm sorry,
Whoopsies, deleted 33,000 incriminating emails. Whoopsie.
The incriminating emails?
Why would someone, as Sean mentioned, why would someone delete 33,000 emails and bleach bit a server, a private server that they had in a basement?
Subpoenaed.
Why would they do that if there was nothing suspect?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, she says they were her private emails, and I know there's probably more in there beyond yoga.
About yoga, a funeral, and a wedding, 33,000? Really? You buy that? And she emailed Bill,
a lot of emails
and she said she also emailed Bill, but Bill doesn't have an account.
No, well, Bill Clinton doesn't personally email, but his staff does email.
Oh, she said Bill.
Well, I think she's referring to his staff. She must know that her own husband doesn't send emails. So,
she was asked, did you wipe the server clean, like with a cloth?
Yeah, it's not a funny joke. She's not a funny woman. It doesn't mean she's a criminal.
Laws were broken.
No, it absolutely does. She is still a criminal, and she's not funny.
The boomerang begins when we come back. Our video of the day, the Hate Hannity Hotline, and Stephen Colbert made me laugh. I'll tell you why. Straight ahead.